Hey Creative Fam, welcome back. I have another home decor project for you. This week I made wall decor using wire wreaths from Dollar Tree. I found a design I really like on Wayfair, so I wanted to give it a try and glam it up some. So this is what I came up with. This is such a fun and easy project. I hope you guys enjoy. For this project, you will need 4 wire wreaths from Dollar Tree and a good pair of side cutter pliers. Now, make sure you get these side cutters for this specific project, and here's why. When you go to cut this with regular pliers, you will not be able to snip it at the very ends or the edge where the other wires meet. Side cutters are made specifically just for this kind of situation, for when you need to cut right up next to something. All right, so the bars in the center of this wreath, I'm going to refer to as braces or brace bars. So I make cuts on each wreath starting on the outside ring. Each of my flower petals are going to be the length of 3 braces or brace bars on the outside ring. So I start by cutting on one side of the brace and I count 2 more and then I make another cut. And that makes a half of a petal. The outside ring will make 3 half petals with some left over. And the next outside ring will make 3 halves. The inside 2 rings will both make 4 halves, giving you a total of 10 half petals, which will give you 5 full petals per wreath. You'll see a little notch in places where the wires meet at the brace bars, but we'll fix that when we decorate it. As I start hot gluing these together at the top and where I want them to cross. Now you can cross yours as big or as small as you'd like to get a totally different look if you want. Once I glued one together, I went by that one just to reference to as a guide for the same size. And I repeat this 16 times. I did not think the hot glue alone itself would hold it. So I had some floor wire and I was going to wrap the tips, but surprisingly, I just didn't need it. I made sure I had a good drop of hot glue and I let those sit and dry. And once those were dry, I went over the backs of them where they cross with epoxy glue. So while that's drying, the epoxy glue is drying, I trace out a round mirror from Dollar Tree twice on a piece of cardboard. I cut out one circle deep inside the line and one closer to the outside of the line, making one of the cardboard pieces smaller than the other one. Now I go back to my petals. I use 2 petals connecting them together at the bottom tips with hot glue. Now, this is so I can form the crisscross design around the mirror. I place the first 2 in the 3 and 9 o'clock position and 2 more at the 12 and 6 o'clock position, kind of making a cross. So I glue these together as I go. Now I take 4 more and I fill in the 10 and 5 o'clock and the 2 and 8 o'clock position. Now you want to have your bigger piece of cardboard under your very first layer. So make sure the big piece of cardboard is right here. And once they're all glued together, you want to glue everything together to the cardboard with a good amount of hot glue. You want to make sure that you're connecting each of the wires really nice and thick right here at the cardboard. Once you have all your wires glued really good to each other and to the cardboard, you want to glue the smaller piece of cardboard on the top and get ready for your next layer of 8. After that's dry, I trim the ends down on my other 8 petals. So now these aren't near as long as the first ones. I lay the top petal in between each of the bottom petals and I glued those down as I go. And I went back and connected each of the petals with a dab of hot glue where they crossed or touched each other. And I added a generous amount of hot glue again at the tips on the cardboard. I just repeated the same thing here as I did on my first layer. So at this point, I didn't want to move. I didn't really want to move this around, so I just left this alone till in the morning. I gave all this thick glue time to sit, dry, and grab. So while that's drying, I grab a small round plastic plate, and these are in the wetting section of Dollar Tree. I go around the outside rim with 4 rows of adhesive diamond wrap, and that's also from Dollar Tree. And I just get that prepped up. So by morning, I take it outside and I spray paint everything silver, and now it's time to decorate. So I have some standard flatback gems, and these are at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, or any main craft store that come in a variety of sizes. So I use the bigger ones on the ends of the petals and where the wires meet at the bottom. And I use the smaller ones where the brace bars show just a little bit. And then I go back and I add gems everywhere that I thought it needed a little bit extra just to kind of balance out the look. Now I'm ready for my mirror. So I take the sticker and those little black foam pieces off the back of it, and I glue my mirror to the back of the clear plastic plate that I decorated earlier, and I glue my mirror in the very center, and then I glue the plastic plate to the cardboard. And to hang this on the wall, you can use some command strips, or I use the tab off of a can. I bent it back just a little with some pliers, and I glued that in the very center on the back of my cardboard. And now I hang it on the wall because this project is finished. This was so simple, easy, and inexpensive to make. I love the results. I think it turned out beautiful. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this project, and hey, some of you give this creation a try. I love you guys, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Many blessings, everyone.